I have a problem. My chickens are not growing. It's so frustrating, but at the same time, it's a learning curve. So let me tell you what happened. Now, before I made the video that I was getting started with chickens, what I did was I bought 100 chicks prior to that video just to dip my toes in and see how it actually works if I really am going to make this into a business. So I allocated the feed as following: 1 bag of starter, 3 bags of grower, and 4 bags of finisher. So in total, it's about 11 bags. Now, the purpose of this first batch was to see any challenges that I may encounter throughout that process before I can go to everyone and say, hey, start ordering. So what happened is, at first the chicks looked very energetic. They looked really well. But as we started growing to the grower stages, this is after the first 2 weeks. So after day 14, the growth was not really that good. So I thought to myself, okay, maybe we should just continue feeding. They might grow when they're at the finisher stage. So when we got to the finisher stage, we extended the time from 6 weeks to an extra week, feeding them with broiler finisher. And not a big of a difference happened to that. And this got me really, really frustrated and got me really worried. And to be honest, at that point, I thought to myself, maybe it's a good idea to go back to the Roadrunners. Because with the Roadrunners, I didn't get that problem. And when I also tried out these chickens before, because remember, in my last video, I mentioned that I grew my own chickens and so on and so forth. At that time, I wasn't really paying attention to the size. I was more paying attention to the quality of the meat. But now that I want to do it and do it in a productive environment, then weight is going to be something that I have to consider seriously, because I know a lot of people are not going to buy a chicken that is 1.1 kgs. That would be unacceptable. So anyway, so I started thinking to myself, so where am I going wrong? What am I doing wrong? And honestly, I thought when you get started with broilers, it all comes down to the feed. But everything else is not really a big problem. So what I did was I got in touch with a vet, and I think we spoke for about close to 30 minutes. So I was asking all these questions. My chickens have stunned growth. What is the problem? I mean, we have clean water. The bedding is fantastic. The environment is clean. What is the problem? And this move where I had to try things out first, for me, was very important, because I didn't want to invest in so much when I can't really take care of the business itself and have the basic know-how. Now, anyway, so we started discussing, and he told me quite a lot of things. And by the way, guys, if any of you are successful in broiler chickens, please give me your advice in the video description below. I'd really, really appreciate it, because I know I may be missing quite a lot of things here because I'm just getting started with it. So anyway, I spoke to the vet, and he said to me, look, there's quite a few factors here. Number one, the feeding time. If you don't feed them the correct time, maybe like for example, if they are very small, they need 24 hours of lighting. If the lighting is not good, that affects it. Number two, if you underfeed them at the starter stage, they may look okay at the starter stage, but you'll have problems towards the end. And all this was really shocking. Temperature can also have an effect on the growth of the chickens. So now I'm left with having to go back to the drawing board and making sure that I tick all the boxes to really make this a successful business. Now, thankfully, the gentleman is willing to help me out with the next batch. And he's going to guide me pretty much step by step. We're going to be measuring these chicks until the chicken stage, and he'll be advising what needs to be done, where, and so on and so forth. So all in all, when I look at this, I say to myself, those people that do broiler chickens and make it seem easy, it's because they have the experience. It's like me, when I do marketing or web design, right? To me, I used to create video tutorials and I used to just, speak fast. But in my head, I assume that people know what they're supposed to do. But that's not the fact. That's not the situation. It may be that I know how to do it fast, but not everyone knows how to do it fast. So that is the approach that I'm taking now. Those people that know how to do it, of course, they've been doing it and they have a lot of experience, and they make it look easy. But if you're brand new to this game, there's a massive learning curve. There's a lot of things that you need to know in terms of even the diseases, how to cure them. But the most important, like in fact, what he told me, I was really excited when he said to me, when it comes to broiler chickens, it's the most important thing is prevention rather than focusing on curing, because that is where you end up using all these antibiotics and so on. So you can actually have these broiler chickens grow without any antibiotics, because it all comes down to cleanliness. I mean, this I already knew, but when he mentioned this confirmed it, which was really, really good, because with my chickens, I do not want to use any antibiotics. I just want to, from the get-go, make sure that my chicken environment is clean and everything is, pretty much proper. And then I'm sure with that, I shouldn't be getting any diseases, which will then mess up the taste of the chicken. So anyway, he did say quite a lot of things, which got me thinking. And my approach now is to make sure that I get as much help as I can before I even invest a lot of money into this business. And also, of course, I still have those old chicken houses, which I need to slowly get rid of and then start building permanent structures. But I was just a bit scared to start spending money on the permanent structures before I get to know how this works properly. So all in all, it's a learning curve. And those chickens, of course, some of them, we still have them, but I don't think they are ideal to sell because they're quite small, I don't want a situation where I sell those chickens and then you guys say, Ruwa Organic sells chickens at 1.2 kilos. I don't want to have that reputation. But you know why I'm actually smiling and happy about this is because I don't mind failing, because through failure is how you get to work. I mean, how do you get to learn? So the vets actually assured me that you can get up to 2 kgs using normal feed and no shortcuts and no messing around. Now that gave me like a lot of hope that the product that I need to create, which is a product which is pretty much free from shortcuts, free from hormones, free from any of those pig feed that people give their chickens to grow fast, I can still make it. Now that is really getting me excited, and I can't wait to see the progress of these chickens. And by the way, if you want to be on the list to get notified when the chickens are ready, please head over to ruwaorganic.com and just drop your name and email address. And also phone number, because I'll need to contact you. And when we do the deliveries, it's going to be very exciting because I will be updating you saying, hey, you know what, we delivered the chickens today. And I'll be waiting anxiously to hear the feedback about the taste of the chickens. But I'm really excited about this whole journey. So I thought I would share with you what happened with with the first batch I did in private, so that at least you'd know. I mean, it's embarrassing, but at least I thought I would share with you this story. But the next batch from here, I'm getting help, professional help, and I'm very confident that we will be able to get the at least 1.8 to 2 kilos. That's what I've been assured if we really get this right. So anyway, guys, thank you very much, and I will speak to you very soon. Take care.